What do you do when you're 3,000 miles from New York and you're jonesing for some wings? Now, not just any wings, but New York Buffalo Wings. That's easy. Stop on by your nearest New York Buffalo Wings. Located in La Mesa, San Diego, and Imperial Beach, you're just minutes away from mild, hot, or make you cry like a baby hot sauce. Wings, fall off the bone ribs, and fire hot chicken tenders. To find the nearest New York Buffalo Wings, go to nywingsandribs.com. That's nyribsandwings.com.
Wait a minute. She said army. Of course. An army of the worst dregs ever to soil the face of the West. Taggart.
Yes, sir?
I've decided to launch an attack that will reduce Rock Ridge to ashes.
What do you want me to do, sir?
I want you to round up every vicious criminal and gunslinger in the West. Take this down. I want rustlers, cutthroats, murderers, bounty hunters, desperados, mugs, pugs, thugs, nitwits, halfwits, dimwits, vipers, snipers, con men, Indian agents, Mexican bandits, muggers, buggerers, bushwhackers, hornswagglers, horse thieves, bull dykes, train robbers, bank robbers, ass kickers, shit kickers, and Methodists!
Could you repeat that, sir?
Hi, Angelita.
Alexita.
Hey,
right.
Johnny.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Do you know what movie that was from?
I have no idea.
Blazing Saddles.
Help me out here.
Blazing Saddles.
Nice.
Yeah, one of my favorites. Now, you have a guest next to you, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. Did you want to introduce this guest?
Absolutely. Hey, how are you?
I'm fine.
That's cute.
He's Rich Kenney with Air Group 1.
That's right.
And you can probably tell from his shirt.
Sure.
It says right on there, Air Group 1.
That's right.
So what is your role other than having to do the beer run in a couple minutes?
Yeah, that's it. Keep everybody happy any way I can. That's part of it. No, I kind of do the marketing and a little strategic planning and so on to make it a bigger and better air group and get the community together as much as possible.
And you've done this for a couple of years now, right?
Yeah, just a few.
I'm going to move over here so you're not craning your neck to talk to me. And hopefully I won't step on too many wires. Now, so the Air Group 1, tell the listening audience exactly what the Air Group 1 does.
Well, what Air Group 1 is the San Diego wing, if you will, of the Commemorative Air Force, which is about 70 wings around the country. So all of these wings are collectors of airplanes, and they fly them, they restore them, they keep the memory alive of World War II aircraft and aircraft in general.
Wow, exciting.
And now, do you have a hand in the restoration in any of these, or is it just shuffling papers and making people happy?
There you go. I shuffle papers and dream up things and do the website and that sort of thing. Although I would like to start tinkering with the airplanes, but we've got a very good crew of people restoring airplanes right now, and it's very, very fascinating to see what was just a skeleton, almost just a pile of dust, and they fixed it all up and completely restoring the wings right now for an aircraft that will be flying. We hope before the end of the summer.
And where do you get these planes?
In our hangar, very nearby here.
No, where do you get them?
Where do you get them?
Yeah, they don't just show up in a hangar.
Oh, you just plant a seed and an airplane goes.
Yeah, there you go.
No. The Commemorative Air Force gets airplanes sometimes by donations. They're left over from somebody, or somebody owned it at one time, and they want to pass it on to a group that they know will maintain it and restore it and keep it a living memory.
And how is there a distance that you guys will go to get a plane, or is it that's too far, or do they have to ship it to you, or how do they get that plane to you guys?
Well, this latest one we bought it all the way from Midland, Texas, and I had to fly it back here. Unfortunately, it wasn't fully restored when we picked it up. There were a few parts that needed to be replaced out in the middle of the desert somewhere, so it was a bit of an adventure getting it here.
But you literally had to fly it. You didn't take it apart?
No. It was actually flown by somebody that has a very similar aircraft of his own.
So you get an airplane from somebody. How do you know it's going to be airworthy? Do you have to kind of take care?
Well, safety is one of the most important things in the aviation world.
I would imagine
so it's
so.
all checked to prior to. But this particular airplane had what's called a magneto problem, and that was actually the backup magneto. So it was the safety system that made it make it land, so it wouldn't have any problems. You always have a backup with everything in an airplane. So when you get in an airplane, they're safe.
Right. Safe. So
sounds
nothing
like
to
it.
worry about.
So now, what kind of plane was that?
That was an L3, which is an observer-type aircraft. It's a single engine with the wing over the top and has lots of glass area. It was flown by observers in the war to identify where the enemy was at and where to direct artillery and so on.
So they were high enough that they weren't in harm's way, if you will? Or were they in harm's way?
I'll tell you, I don't know how they got the courage to fly those things without weapons and without armor, but they did.
And how high up were they flying?
Oh, I think it would vary with the circumstances where they were. I think they had to be close enough to the ground so they could identify what they were looking at, and high enough, I suppose, to hide in the clouds when they had to. So it would vary, but it wouldn't be a high altitude at all.
Hide in the clouds.
It's not a real fast plane, is it?
No.
No.
Very slow.
And how long until that gets restorated?
Beg pardon?
How long until that gets restorated? Ready to fly in the air shows?
How long could they fly it?
You know, how long until this plane that you have is restored?
Oh, this particular, well, there's another, we have two aircraft that are similar, an L3 that we just picked up, and the L5 is one that we've had for a number of years, and it had to be almost completely restored, and that's what we're about to finish by the end of the summer.
And where is that right now?
That is in our hangar in parts. You see the fuselage is there. They've just taken off the fabric on the outside and putting new fabric, and we'll repaint it in its original colors and signatures.
You're going to let us know when that's done, and we can come and do a show around that one?
I think that would be, we'll want to celebrate that because there's a lot of volunteer man-hours going into doing that.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to take a break, and we know you have to go on a beer run.
Yes, very important.
So we certainly appreciate the time you took out to come out here, and maybe you'll come back after you bring over the beer?
That will be
Possibly.
awesome.
Well, I have to test it first.
I know that's right.
That's somebody has to do that.
Somebody
All
has
right.
to do the
Well,
job.
we're going to take a break. We're going to be right back, and this is Johnny
That's right, Johnny. It's Alexita
with the talk.
of San Diego.
Hey, Alexita,
Johnny,
do you like motorcycles?
I do.
What kind of motorcycles do you like?
Favorite Harley Davidson.
What?
Harley Davidson.
Harley Davidson,
Harley
exactly, yeah.
Davidson,
You know, one of our sponsors is Harley Davidson.
Absolutely. They're
Yeah.
located in National City.
Right.
And it's actually San Diego's #1
Number one Harley Davidson or number one motorcycle?
motorcycle.
All right, that's pretty good, huh?
Yes, it is.
Have you been out there before?
I have.
What do you think of the place?
I love it. And they actually #1 dealership.
They do service,
They do service.
And they do the sales.
Yeah, they have a lot of used bikes.
and you know what? They got a lot of clothes.
They do.
You like motorcycle clothes?
I do.
Who doesn't?
Exciting.
I know. That's why.
Leather kind of thing.
Oh,
yeah.
don't get me started.
Yes.
Do not get me started. But that's not all they do, is it?
No, they buy, trade, and you can co-sign, and they're always looking for used bikes, you know.
And they also do stuff for the community, like they have the Hog Run, and they have the church services every now and then upstairs.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a motorcycle, sales, service, or otherwise, you got to stop in at Harley Davidson in.
National City.
All right.
San Diego's #1 dealership.
And they are on Hoover, 3201 Hoover.
That's correct.
In National City. So we're going to take a break. We're going to be right back, and we're going to talk to somebody that is going to be connected with the 99 group. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
All righty. So this is Johnny
And Alexita
with the talk.
of San Diego.
We can climb